both Alpines in the pit lane at once, which has been a remarkably rare occurrence, to be honest. They've been doing so much running throughout this session, because I wanted to highlight the upgrade for Pierre Gasly, who has the change to the profile, most obviously, of the upper flap of the rear wing, along with a raft of other upgrades that are more difficult to see at the rear of the floor. Pierre will have this upgrade only here in Zandvoort. Franco Colapinto, which if we come to the other side of the garage, we can see the difference between the two rear wings, will get the change for Monza. So you can see at the top of the rear wing for Franco Colapinto, the indentations are not quite so abrupt. It's a subtle change to that top flap, but the difference between these two cars this weekend is way more pronounced under the surface in comparison to each other. It's a couple of times this year that Pierre Gasly has grabbed an upgrade a weekend before Colapinto. This another opportunity for Gasly to take that upgrade. Colapinto has described it as quite powerful, and he's really looking forward to picking up the performance that it should bring in Monza. So a discrepancy between the two Alpines, but maybe a step forward on Gasly's side of the garage in terms of performance and downforce.
Well, Frank, I know you're up against it because you don't have the update this weekend. So considering all of that, were you pretty pleased with what you were able to get out of the car, at least?
Yeah, I mean, it was a good lap. It's it's quite frustrating when you're so far away of your teammate. You know, the upgrades are working really well, which is very positive on one side. But then it's that debate that when you don't have them, you want to be close, but you're far because they're working well. So it's been a good day. I think I progressed quite a lot and we made the car a bit better, so it was going on the right direction, but I think still we are lagging the same as all the last few races, that we lacked pace compared to the RBs and the Audis. And it showed again. The good part is that Pierre is ahead of them, so the upgrade made us jump them again, which is really, really positive for the future. So on that side, happy and positive. So yeah, we need to understand how to make my car a bit better for tomorrow, but I think we are a bit locked in with what we can do already with this car, and we just need the upgrade. But you know, fortunately, it's working well and better than the previous upgrades that we brought. It's a very big new package, and it shows that the team did a good job in the factory to make it work and to be in a decent winner.
At least there's a good reason for it, isn't it? For the pace deficit, because it's the upgrade, and it bodes well for you'll get it in Monza. So what can you learn tomorrow in the sprint still, do you think?
I think a lot. Still, it's going to be a fought weekend with all the midfield cars, and you know, until I don't get the upgrade, it's not going to be quite in front of them like Pierre. But I think we can do something in the sprint race. Hopefully, some rain or something happens to get a few more opportunities, and we can go forward.
Franco, obviamente mejor no se podía estar con las condiciones que tenías el auto, ¿no? Porque se nota que las actualizaciones han funcionado y bien.
Sí, no, mejoraron mucho, así que obviamente que nada, contento con eso. Creo que fue un gran salto y un gran paso para todo el equipo, así que obviamente que contento por ese lado, muy frustrado por estar lejos y por no estar pudiendo pelear contra los Vicar y contra los Audi. Creo que en realidad es un poco un copy-paste de las últimas carreras, ¿no? Que no estuvo faltando performance y no estuvo costando mucho contra ellos. Por el otro lado de lo positivo es que con ese upgrade pasamos a los Audi y a los Vicar otra vez, así que nada, habrá que esperarla para Monza, pero es un paquete muy grande que estuvo funcionando bien, así que por ese lado creo que es positivo, pero bueno, un poco de bronca y un fin de semana muy frustrante, ¿no?
Well, Pierre, when you put upgrades on, you hope to convert them into a decent result, and you did so.
Yeah, no, I must say it's definitely positive. The feeling inside the car is a lot better. You know, more grip, reacts better to what I try to do and my driving inside the cockpit. So it's only been 2 sessions. Still a lot to understand, but in terms of performance science, it's definitely a big jump forward, which is positive, and hopefully we can build on that.
How challenging is it out there with the wind, with the low grip nature of this track, and trying to dial in some new parts as well?
Yeah, I mean, it's quite a track, right? It's a lot of banking, a lot of bumps. It doesn't necessarily feel like the best inside an F1 car, but at the end of the day, all that matters is the performance and the lap time. And I think on our side, it definitely came a bit better than came better than the last few weekends. So I'm happy on that. Hopefully, we can translate it into good points for the weekend. And as I say, it's good. Still need to look for more. It's not perfect, but overall, definitely a good step. Ciao guys, just finished the sprint quali P8, so yeah, pretty positive start of the weekend for us. Great to be back and see the upgrades are giving us some good performance. Car's been feeling better, reacting well to well, let's say my driving and what I try to do inside the cockpit, so feeling a lot more comfortable. And yeah, it's great to be back in the fight for the top 10, also for the points. Only been 2 sessions, so there's still a lot to learn, a lot to improve. It's never perfect in F1, but definitely a good step in the right direction, and huge credit to all the factory, all the team for fast tracking the parts in ZANDVOORT 1 weekend earlier than predicted. So overall, a lot of positive. I hope I can translate into points tomorrow and also on Sunday. But yeah, we'll keep pushing, and it's good to be back.